It was a late evening. I'm alone at my house as my parents went out on a date. They decided to entrust me by myself and to take care of the house. I've been home alone before, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. We had security systems that would set off if someone tried to enter by force. So I had nothing to really worry about. I decided to lay in bed with a bag of chips and watch some TV. Have a lazy night and all. Things were pretty quiet for a couple of hours. But then, I suddenly heard creaking from the halls. As if someone was very slowly walking on the wooden floors. The creaking even sounded like it was coming closer. I kept thinking this was impossible since I hadn't heard any windows breaking, nor had the security system gone off. I didn't really have much time to think about it, so I quietly tried to open my window. I wasn't gonna just hide in my closet and be a sitting duck. I also grabbed a baseball bat just in case. Once I made it out onto the roof, I could hear the doorknob to my room jiggling violently. I closed my window and sat there. I was hoping at least the neighbors would notice me up there. I didn't want to jump down cause I would risk breaking my ankle. And while I could scream, I was scared whoever broke into my house would come out of that window to hurt me. I couldn't hear anything else, but I distanced myself carefully from that window. It felt like hours had passed when it probably had only been a few minutes. I still kept that bat close and tight into my hand, ready to swing it if anyone or anything tries to peer its head out of that window. I waited and waited. Suddenly, I heard a tapping sound on the glass. I don't know why I did what I did next, but it's as if something compelled me to look at the window. And what I saw had forever traumatized me. What I saw is not human. It was a gargoyle-looking creature with long razor-sharp teeth, small beady black eyes and long messy black hair. Its fingers had long pointed nails, and that was what was tapping the glass. This thing was in a crouching position. Probably because if it stood up, its head would reach the ceiling. I could tell this thing was tall. Really, really tall. I screamed and swung at the window hard with my bat. I heard the window shatter, but before I could see if my bat made contact or not, I lost my footing and fell off the roof. Everything went dark and I lost consciousness. Last thing I felt though was my body landing on a pile of bushes. After a while, I came to. Waking up in the hospital. My parents were next to me and had been crying for hours, it seems. The police as well were there. I was confused as to what had happened. Apparently, a neighbor heard the noise I made and saw me fall off the roof. So they immediately called 911. Thankfully, the bushes cushioned my landing enough so I'd survive the fall. The officers came over to my bed, asking me what had happened last night. I thought about what I was going to answer, or if they'd even believe my story. But then, I felt a burning sensation on my chest. I pulled down my hospital gown a bit. Everyone was in deep shock and horrified gasps. I too did the same. I had 3 long gashes going down from my neck to my chest. It looked like I had been clawed. That's when I realized. I didn't lose my footing that night. My bat never made an impact. That thing had burst its arm through the window and pushed me off the roof.